Welcome to today's update. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the 60k level here on the BTC price chart, why it is really important for BTC to hold firmly above the 60k level, and what could happen next if we see a break below the 60k level. So we are going to talk about a lot of data right here. We're also going to look at the Bitcoin ETF because in the past few days, we have seen a lot of negative data coming from the ETF, which is currently influencing the Bitcoin price right now. And looking at the S&P 500 here on the daily time frame, we are now below the 200 moving average, which we are going to talk about properly in this video. And also looking at gold right here, we are seeing a lot of dump from the price of gold. We are going to quote this price action now to the crypto market, and we are going to see how the crypto market is going to benefit from what is currently happening on the gold price chart. So make sure you sit around and watch this video to the end because we have a lot of data to talk about here on the price chart. With that being said, taking a look at BTC here on the daily time frame, as you can see, we have been in this bear flag. We're talking about this bear flag in the past few days, though I adjusted the trend line here a little bit so that it will look more accurate. Right now, like I said in my previous videos, I said BTC needs to hold firmly above this level right here, the 67k to 65k, and currently that is what we are doing. But now what I'm expecting from the daily price chart here is to get an impulse move that is going to go above this level of resistance right here, like the 74k level to 76k level. Then we should hold firmly above it. If you can hold firmly above it, we will easily break above this trend line here. I'll be talking about this trend line every day here on the channel. This is what I'm currently looking at in order for we to see that the BTC has bottomed out at this level. But as long as we remain in this bear flag pattern right here, we are definitely going to see BTC going into much more lower prices. And like I said, the 60k level is one of the most important level on the price chart right here. We don't want to go below it. So in order for we to avoid crashing to the 50k level or going below the 50k level, we need to hold firmly above this level of resistance right here. Like I said, the 67k level to 65k level. And we also need an impulse move right now that is going to push BTC above this major level of resistance here on the bear flag. If you can see it, then definitely we're going to invalidate this bear flag pattern. Now, taking a look at how important it is for BTC to hold firmly above this 60k level is that if you look at it right now, this level is acting as a kind of a major multi-year key level of support right here. Right here in 2022, this was when we first of all created the impulse move of this bullish movement, and after testing the level, we came down a little bit here. Then 2023, we also hit this level and it acted as a major level of support on this trend line. Right now, we are back into the trend line. So that's why I said we really need to hold firmly above the 60k level. If we want to go lower, it should be 63k to 62k. We don't want to see BTC price going below this going below 60k level, because if we see it, we are definitely going to break below this trend line, and this is going to invalidate this long-term bullish setup right here. And if we should break below this key level of support right here, which is the 60k level, the next key level of support that is going to act as a major level for BTC price chart is this level right here, the 25k level. In terms of this trend line here, don't get me wrong, in terms of the trend line here, if you see a break below this trend line right here, definitely the next key level of support that we might find is sitting at the 30k level and also the 25k level. That is why I said we really need to hold firmly above this trend line here in order to avoid this major massive drop down from BTC. And also, if we fail to hold above the 25k level, then definitely we are going to see BTC going down to 50k level. I'm not saying we are going to dump to this level. Don't quote me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I am honestly bullish on BTC right now, but we really need to hold firmly above the 60k level in order for we to avoid this major drop down in terms of this trend line. So that is for that on the price chart here on the weekly time frame. Now, taking a look at the BTC ETF, in the past few days we have been seeing a lot of outflow coming from the ETF, and this is one of the reasons why we are seeing BTC price stuck within this range right here. Like in the past 24 hours now, we have seen $66.6 million being withdrawn from the Bitcoin ETF, and this is acting as a negative impact to the Bitcoin price chart. Though 23rd of March 2026, we saw a little bit of inflow totaling $167.2 million being deposited into ETF, which is kind of good. Because if you take a look at it here on the price chart, you see BTC reacted to it positively here on the price chart, which is the day we got this massive green candle here on the daily time frame. But now that we are beginning to see outflow coming from the ETF, this is going to act as a major catalyst that is going to draw BTC to much more lower prices. Yesterday we had the Bitcoin ETF outflow, and this was the result of the outflow. So that is for the Bitcoin ETF. In order for we to see more bullish sentiment coming from BTC, we need to see more inflow into the Bitcoin ETF, which is going to signal that institutions and a lot of investors have resumed their interest on BTC. Now, taking a look at the S&P 500 in terms of the S&P 500 going below this 200 daily moving average, is that the last time we had the S&P 500 goes below the level, what we saw next was a retest, then a major crash. Right now we are getting the retest right here at this level, and I don't know if we are going to repeat the same price action we saw here back in March 2025, because if we saw the same price action we saw back in March 2025, we are going to see the stock market going into much more lower prices, and this is going to get a negative impact into the crypto market, because if we quote it here on the BTC price chart, looking at March 5th, when we had that breakdown from the S&P 500, you can take a look at it here. This is the March 5th. What we also saw from BTC was a massive crash to this level. So right now, looking at what is currently happening now, if we fail to get above the 200 weekly moving average, we might repeat the same price action we saw here on the stock market. Don't get me wrong that I am talking about stock market in a crypto channel. The thing is, the stock market and the crypto market, they are a little bit correlated. If we see a massive movement to the upside from the stock market, BTC do repeat the same footstep. So that is why I am talking about the stock market here on a crypto channel. So that is for that. What we really need to do now for the S&P 500 is to get back above the 200 weekly moving average, so that we will not repeat the same price action we saw at this level. So that is for that. And now, taking a look at gold, in quoting into the current price action of the crypto market, right now what we are seeing from gold is something that we have been waiting to see in the past few weeks. The difference is that we are seeing the dump from gold in terms of uncertainty in the market, because we're having a lot of conflict and a lot of uncertainty from the Middle East. If there was no war in the Middle East, this crash right here would have been a very good thing for the crypto market, because definitely the capital from gold right here would have been imputed into the crypto market, and this is going to see BTC going to much more higher prices. So right now that we are still seeing the dump, though it is still very positive for the crypto market, but once we have a little bit of cool off from the Middle East, we're definitely going to see this capital that is coming out of gold right now rotate into the entire crypto market, and this is going to see BTC and the entire crypto market rally to much more higher prices. And also, if you take a look at the price of oil, it seems that situations in the Middle East is cooling down right now, and we are now seeing oil coming down to much more lower prices, and this is going to ease inflation. And this is going to be a good positive move for the entire crypto market and for the entire global market. So that is for that for the price of oil. What we are currently hoping for right now is for the Middle East to find a common ground of settlement and an agreement that is going to bring peace between the United States, Israel, and Iran, so that the global market can be safe and stable. Now, looking at the liquidation heat map here, looking at the 2 weeks of price action, BTC is still having a little bit of liquidation price sitting below the current price of BTC, sitting at the 67K, sitting at the $67,252. And also we're having a little bit of liquidation sitting above the current price, sitting at the $71,800 level. But if we zoom out a little bit, looking at the 1 month of price action, you will see currently where the long-term liquidation price is currently sitting at on the BTC price chart. We're having tons and huge liquidation price sitting below the current price of BTC, which is the 53K level to the 57K level, And also, if you take a look at the bright side of things, we are also having a lot of liquidation price sitting above the current price. Don't get me wrong, this is 1 month price action. It's going to take a lot of time for this price chart to play out compared to the 2 weeks price action. But right now, the BTC is doing fairly well. We are still firmly above the 60k level, which is above this trend line here. And also, if you take a look at the 200 weekly moving average, we are still firmly above the 200 weekly moving average. And like what I've been saying in my previous videos, if we continue to see BTC shopping and just moving sideways in this area right here, we are definitely going to see the 200 weekly moving average moving towards the price. And with this, BTC can just easily tap the 200 weekly moving average, which we act as a major level of support and also a bottom from the entire crypto market. So that is for that right now on the price chart. Looking at the ETH price chart here, on the daily time frame, as you can see, we are mimicking the current price of BTC, and right now we are still holding firmly above this level of support right there, sitting at the $2,000 to $1,900. And as long as we continue to hold firmly above this level, we are looking good for the short term. But what I'm currently expecting from the ETH price is a break above this major level of resistance now, sitting at the $2,216. If we can get a break above it like what we saw here, then hold it, then we can easily break above this trend line. If we can break above this major trend line right here, like this level here, sitting at the $2,446 level, if we can see ETH push above this level, then definitely we will immediately invalidate this bear flag pattern right here, and also invalidate this bearish trend line that has been keeping us in this sideways price action, in this depressed price action. So that is what we currently need from the ETH price, a break above this level and a break above this trend line right here. If you can get a break above this trend line, ETH will resume a new bull market. But right now we are still looking weak on the short term, though we are getting a little bit of relief right now, but looking very, very weak. In order for we to confirm strength, and in order for we to confirm strength and a change of momentum, is a break above this level right here, this current level of resistance, and also a break above this trend line right here, sitting at the $2,400 level. And this is going to put us into a new bull market. As you can see, the market is just shopping and moving sideways, and what we don't want to see from the ETH price chart is a break below this level right here, the $1,900 level, because if we break below it, then we might be coming to take much more lower prices here on the price chart. So that is for that for the ETH. If you take a look at it on the short term, we are looking solid, but like I said, what we need to do, we need to defend this level of support right there, then break above the levels I just mentioned. From there, we can easily break into much more higher prices. So this is what I currently have on the crypto market. If you find this very, very useful and informative, and you want to continue to watch this kind of content, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel right here. Turn on the notification bell so that next time when we make a new update or a new video, you will definitely be notified. With that being said, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.